drink some beer. There you go. We're live. Welcome.
We're
Hi,
live.
everyone.
We're a little bit late, but that's okay.
That's all cool and the gang.
Yeah.
But it is about how 2 weeks since the beer fest. Has it really been that long?
Yeah, it has. It was actually 2 weeks ago tonight.
So we have that to talk about. Locke, what beer are you drinking?
I'm not drinking beer because it is still dry July.
Dry July. That's right.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I forgot.
closing in on the end of dry July. But that said, the product I will be showcasing this evening is from a company better known for its beer operations, Phillips. Victoria. I have their Speed King Craft Cola.
Very good.
It's cola nut and sugar cane. Certain people will be relieved to hear about the sugar cane.
Excellent.
I've had that. I've had that particular beverage.
Yes,
I don't think I have actually at all. which is a
with
bit odd.
delicious sodium benzoate and phosphoric acid. But I mean,
Minor details.
it's a soft drink. That we expect those things, right? Because they just they're a natural.
Yeah, they totally are natural. There's no
soft drinks.
thing at all that's weird at all.
It's not a significant source of saturated fat. You may be surprised to know.
Okay.
It's not a significant source of trans fats either, or sodium, or cholesterol, or fiber, or vitamin A, or vitamin C, or calcium, or iron. Has no protein. 32 grams of sugar.
That's pretty good. You know,
We already have a comment.
All in though at 130 calories. It is comparable with other soda pops. So let's give this a try.
Okay.
give it a whirl.
Have
Drum
you ever
roll,
had this
please.
before, Locke?
No, I never have.
Okay, so I'm interested to see what you think.
So far, the carbonation is fizzy the way of Coke and of Pepsi. It smells divinely of cola.
Divinely of cola.
It tastes like European Coke out of a cold.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like a European Coke out of a cold glass bottle is maybe one of the best things in the universe, especially on a hot summer's day in Venice. We're missing the hot summer's day in Venice. But that said, this is yeah, I mean, now here's the thing, until certain people brought it up, would I have been able to point out that the difference between North American Coke and European Coke was cane sugar? Probably not.
Well, it's the same thing with Mexican Coke as well.
Yeah, does it make a difference?
I think it does.
I think it does, yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever else we may disagree on, yeah, cane sugar makes for better cola, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delicious, yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
So for Locke's Dry July, he's having from Phillips in Victoria their what's it called?
Their Speed King. I'm a Speed King, as Ian Gillan, Deep Purple would have put it.
Right. All right, Shane.
All right. I had this donated to me yesterday. It's just a general Guinness. A general Guinness. A Speed King and a general Guinness. Yeah, I kind of saved it for this show, so I'm just gonna do my Cascade.
You can't go wrong with a Guinness.
Well, you can't go wrong with a Guinness, especially when you have the appropriate glass for it.
Mm.
True enough.
So, ooh, geez, we got a little. Oh, yeah. All right, so there we go. It's a Guinness in
love that.
the proper glass.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, of course, as we all know, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh wait, what was that can? What? You have more in you? A Guinness is liquid bread. That's how it is. That's how you roll.
Pretty much.
Alan, what are you drinking, sir?
Well, so I'm already a couple in, but I'm having from Driftwood Brewing in Victoria, British Columbia, a Fat Tug IPA.
Let me guess. Are you 2 in on Fat Tug?
This is the second one, yes. In fact, it's already open. I already took like a few swigs of it. So I'm going to do my pour because I wasn't drinking it with glassware, but I will now since we're online.
This is a classy show, man. You got to get it. You got to
class it up a little bit. Pinky's out.
Pinky's out, and make sure that you are, of course, wearing underwear.
Okay. Maybe I should get a monocle too. So there it is, Fat Tug. For anybody who lives in BC and is or even in Western Canada, really, and is a craft beer aficionado, you know what Fat Tug is. Fat Tug is an IPA, and it is the best IPA out there.
Yes.
It doesn't taste fruity like some Northeast IPAs or anything. It's just got this piney kick to it on the tongue, and it's just perfectly balanced.
Nice. All right. For what the things we need to talk about today, of course, are first of all, it's Allison McGrain's birthday. She would have turned 50 this year.
Happy birthday, Allison.
But we also need to talk about 2 weeks ago, you and I went to the Vancouver. What's it called?
I think it's called Vancouver Beer Week.
Just the Vancouver Beer Week, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was at the P&E, and we went with a friend of the show, Jules. And it was, I have to say that my overall reaction is that there's definitely something to be said for a larger venue or a larger area, because the beer companies were able to sort of be clustered apart from each other rather than being one big field of tents.
Yeah.
Similar to how the Canadian Beer Fest last year was sort of at their new venue, or the new location. So, but overall,
I think the venue itself was kind of nice because there was like trees and there was pathways.
Yes.
And
you were being blasted by the sun out in the open.
That's right. It wasn't out in the open. There was sort of like, there's this area over here, this area. But the downside of that is we're walking around thinking we've discovered all the areas. And whoa. Yes. There's another area over here that we would have missed.
There was no map at all. So there was nothing in the because here's the thing. They went entirely digital. Like all of the tokens were digital, although they lied about that. I have to say that when you went through the door,
pissed off about
there were tokens available to purchase, like physical tokens. But essentially, you had to have a phone that you had a little QR code and it tracked your stuff. Alan actually had an extra token because I guess one of the scans didn't work. But overall, I mean, aside from that, yeah, it's terrible. I thought that was stupid, the whole online digital thing, because they had no information on their website or on their mobile experience that when we got there, Julian had to buy a ticket because we had bought it in advance, and he decided to at the last second to go. And so when he purchased this ticket, there was this whole dicking around he had to do with the thing, and he couldn't get it to work
on his phone.
And then so I got frustrated, and I went to the door with the scanner people, and I said, "Hey, is there a way we can buy a ticket that's not online?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, the ticket booth's over there." Like, it was away from the entrance and around the corner of a building, and there was no signage saying, "By the way, if you need a ticket, go this way." So I appreciate their attempt, but the platform that they chose was not great because it had there were three different interfaces. And if you didn't have an account, the sign up process looked totally different from the website.
Yeah.
And overall, it was just not awesome.
Mhm.
So by the time he purchased his ticket, we couldn't, of course, have purchased any tokens. So he was concerned that he wouldn't be able to buy any. And then we walked in the door, and this, as far as I could tell, wasn't anywhere on the website. But we walked in the door, and then you turned towards the beer tent. The first beer tent's like right near the entrance, and there was a token tent. You could go and buy these aluminum
Physical
that you could then-
tokens.
Yeah. So I don't know. I appreciate that they tried
and just to be clear, what they said in their communication on email before the event was you had to buy tokens ahead of time digitally on your phone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
That's
we
right.
did that. We bought them ahead of time, these digital things. It would have been much better to have physical tokens. So we're not like holding up our phone at the booth saying, "Yeah, I want a beer, scan my phone." Like, that was stupid. But to be fair, we were also a little bit rushed. So the event started at what, 5?
Well, there were two windows of time you could go from
Right,
noon
we went
till
the evening.
4, and then we went 5 to 9 or something like that.
5
or
to 9.
10. I think it was 5
So
to 9.
I was catching the because I live on Vancouver Island. I was catching the noon ferry to go over to the mainland, and when I was on the ferry, just as before we were getting to Sawasan, there was an announcement on the ferry saying that there was a major accident on the highway in Sawasan, and the RCMP had closed the highway.
Right.
And basically, when you get off the ferry, there's nowhere to go. So we all got off the ferry, and we all basically sat in traffic for 3 hours. They finally routed us through side street in Sawasan. I don't even know what the name of the street is, but it was part of the native reserve, and got into Richmond that way, and then into Vancouver. But I didn't get to Shane's place until 6:30, and the event started at 5.
Yeah.
So by the time we got everything going and everything, we were kind of pressed for time to try to explore the venue and everything. I wish we had had more time, but that's the way it goes sometimes. There were some parts of the event that I really appreciated. The fact that it was all spaced out. I like the fact that it had cider and wine for maybe people who don't like beer.
Yeah, that was actually it was well organized. I mean, granted, a map would have been nice, but when we did discover it, there were, I think, about 6 or 7 wineries that were there. And they were away from where all the beer was, because you could actually wander through the different areas where these things were, and then off to one side there was a large area that was kind of open, and a few trees here and there.
It sounds
essentially
like a forest like of booze. It's like you just
pretty much. Yeah,
Yes.
it was good.
In
So
I'm
in fact, they even had a makeshift
way.
cold beer and wine store set up, which we didn't actually see. I don't even know where it was. But you could actually go and buy some of the beers and wine and everything that they were offering at this event and take it home.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a nice touch.
Yeah.
But all in all, I thought it was pretty good. There was parts of it I liked better than the one in Victoria, and there's parts that I didn't like better. But there was a standout beer for me, and I don't know if Shane agrees. Shane, do you remember what your standout beer was?
My I should have written it down, but it was the to the left of the stage. I'm staring at the stage. It was closer to the wine area.
I think I know what one you're talking about. It's
what
the
the hell
same
is it called?
as mine. It's
Oh, is
from
that?
it was Changing Colors Brewing.
Yes, that's
and
right.
The beer was All My Friends Are Metalheads.
Yeah, that was a really, really tasty
was
one. I was
really good.
very impressed by that one.
Really good. It kind of tasted something, to me anyway, like something that you would get from Superflux.
Let me see if I can find the beer here.
In fact, I liked it so much, I'm asking one of the liquor stores here in town if they can go get it, because I will buy it.
So here is the website. And so basically, Changing Color or Collective Craft Beer, Changing Colors Brewing Project. All My Friends Are Metalheads.
That's it.
And saturated hoppy ale at almost close to 8%. It was just really good. It was just
that looks awesome.
I was
surprised because we were trying to find IPAs, but the breweries that were there seemed to be not. I mean, it was harder to find high test strong beer. There was a lot of beer that was I don't know, what would you say, not light beer, but they were 4% ish kind of beers.
Sessionable was like a watchword.
Yeah, it was a very, very common thing at every single because we avoided the breweries that we knew couldn't had a lot of their product. So we tried to find breweries like the Changing Colors thing that were not that, you wouldn't stumble across it in a liquor store here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, finding new stuff was kind of a hard thing. So, but I was very pleased with that one. Of course, Collective Craft, is that what it's called entirely? Collective Craft. So
no,
they are Changing Colors, but they are. I think they're in Calgary. I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm trying to find out where they are.
I don't think so. Collective Arts was there, which was interesting.
Okay. And what was their presence like? I mean, I often wonder who they are because they seem to be like this kind of amoeba-ish kind of organization where they have different art and.
Sorry, they're in Vancouver. Sorry, the Changing Colors.
We actually didn't go to their booth. We were going to, and then
fair enough.
Changing Colors was right next.
They're interesting, except for they're not.
I just noticed that they were there.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I did, and this is a comparison with the Victoria one, which is canceled for this year. One thing I noticed is that the breweries were mostly all brought their regular stuff that you could buy at their breweries or in bottles and cans or whatever at the liquor store. Whereas in Victoria, a lot of them will make special casks.
That
are served only at that event. And that's the only time you can ever have them.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a thing at the at the Vancouver one. So I was a little bit disappointed about that, but
I do like the experimental.
yeah.
One keg only.
Yeah. You know, I mean, for what it was, I had fun.
Well, yeah, and I was just going to say that part of that the parts that were different of that event really stood out. A large stage for a band for several bands. There were like 2 bands playing. What and so there was like a place where you could actually just not think about the beer, just hang out and listen to music and stuff. There's what was the band that was there? It was like it felt like a tribute band for like the
It probably
70s or something.
was. I have no
But
idea what the band.
They were quite good. I mean, I watched them for maybe half a song, but it was not that long. But
I think Julian
but
was more enthralled with them than we were.
Yes, this is true. However, I think that the Great Canadian Beer Fest, should it ever return, could learn a thing or two from that particular thing. Because I can see a lot of other venue or a lot of other spaces in Victoria that would be better venues that I'm sure you could arrange to use. So I don't know. I just kind of felt that it was a bit of a superior event. Actually, how long is that place? How long have they been around though? I don't actually know the Vancouver one.
So
the Vancouver.
Where did they hold this thing?
At the PNE.
It's at the PNE.
Yeah, it's basically it was held behind, sort of between Pacific Coliseum and the one of the big barns. Like I call it the big barn. It's just a large building, and every PNE there's always like craft stuff in there and things. Yeah. But the Craft Beer Music and Wing Fest is the official name of that particular event. Right. I didn't see any wings though.
No, me neither.
Did you see any? I didn't see them anywhere,
think we
but
missed
of course,
that part.
A map would have been nice. But essentially, it was afternoon, evening, and I'm trying to see. Is there a map that I just missed somewhere on this website? But I don't think so. Yeah, there's no map. So, but the particular nope, there's like nothing in here talking about anything that I would like to know right now. But
I'll
but anyway,
do it again next year.
Yeah, it was worth it. Because when we bought our tickets, we bought them. They were only about $35. I think. Of course, that's without
like
tokens.
The day of, it was like 60.
Yeah, exactly. So there are definitely there's buy early. Take a chance on green bananas once in a while. Mm-hmm. But overall, thumbs up. I'm sad about the Victoria one, but there is one happening in Chemainus called what is it called? The Chemainus? I think it's called the Chemainus Beer Fest, is it not?
I don't remember. You sent me the link. I was like, beer.
Yeah, exactly. The Cowichan, it's called the Craft Beer and Food Festival, August 16th for a single day, and food, live music, stuff like that. So
I'd go.
But the tickets and tokens are $32 for admission from 1 o'clock until 6 p.m. And I guess you get it if you spent a bit more for $70, $76. You get a VIP ticket. I don't know.
That's a lot more than just a little bit.
But and it looks like the tokens are about 10 tokens for $25, give or take.
So about $250 each.
So overall, I think that buying a ticket early is a good idea. Mm-hmm. But anyway, overall, I think that I enjoyed myself, and it was actually easy to get to as well, which I found kind of nice. Because it's a well-known place. It's built to have people coming in and out in great quantities. So, unlike like the park, the Topaz Park for the Great Canadian Beer Fest last year, which is near a mall. Like there's, it's not built for a large number of people. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
How was your cola?
It's good. So we've lost Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Yes, Ozzy went to his reward, which was kind of surprising. And then Hulk Hogan died the next day.
Really? We lost Hulk Hogan as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, 71 years old. He had a massive heart attack.
And the day before Ozzy, did we lose Theo from the Cosby Show, Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Yes, he was on holiday in Costa Rica, and it sounds like, from what the stuff I've read, which is not very much, is that he got caught in the undertow and drowned offshore.
Yeah, that's what I
heard. So yeah, it's been a week, man. Like, what the hell?
I mean, Ozzy and Hulk Hogan, one after the other, like 2 days in a row. Crazy.
Yeah, one guy we thought we would never die. Although I suspect, or for what I read, that Ozzy was, I mean, he had Parkinson's for the last like 6 years or something. And I think he got pneumonia, which is common for people with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Because I actually watched the clips on YouTube of his performance at that what was it, some thing, and you could tell that he was not able to get breath in and out properly. So definitely his lungs have been affected, so it didn't surprise me. But Hulk Hogan, I gather, from what I understand, he actually had yet another back surgery, and he and I didn't read this, but my suspicion is that his surgery went okay, but caused this heart attack somehow.
Maybe pushed himself a little bit too hard, too soon.
It's possible. I mean, that guy just, he was all about the vitamins and saying your prayers and stuff. But
it's all about the vitamins.
Yeah, exactly, all the vitamins. Which is really bizarre, because and this is why, because I saw a video just this afternoon, because it was from Jake the Snake Roberts' official YouTube channel, and he was watching a Uber Eats delivery drone go down whatever I don't know where he was, but he was in a city, and he was walking with, I think, his daughter or something, and he just was mesmerized by this little drone driving along the sidewalk that had Uber Eats on the top of it. And yeah, like he had this childlike wonder in his face, and like, yep, there we go. One of my wrestling legends heroes can still be surprised.
He's probably thinking, "Oh, I'm next. I'm gonna be soon."
Well, I mean, hell, a lot of those wrestlers, not the one. Well, that's not entirely true, but I would say that the bulk of the ones in the 80s seem to have survived longer than the ones that kind of followed in the 90s and the early aughts. That they, like,
I don't know.
A lot of the younger wrestlers were like dying in their 40s from like heart issues and things like that. And
well, I read
I'm not saying that our heroes of the 80s were not doing that, but
I read somewhere that it was like, now that Hulk Hogan has died, that all of the main event participants from the first 12 WrestleManias are dead. So like the only it started with like WrestleMania 13, where one of the main event participants is still alive.
So like WrestleMania 1.
Well, that doesn't make sense though, because although he wasn't a wrestler, Mr. T was involved in the main event in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
2,
I was just gonna say. So it was Tito Santana.
Right.
The Executioner. I don't remember who that is. Buddy Rose. Oh wow.
Is.
Buddy Rose has been dead since 2009 at the age of 56. Tito Santana is still alive.
Chico!
Wow, he's still around. That's amazing. He is 72. But that I'm surprised for some reason. Why did I think that Tito? Anyway, King Kong
Jim
Bundy.
Duggan is still around.
So I'm just going to bring this up here. So this is WrestleMania 1. So King Kong Bundy, Special Delivery Jones died. So we've got who else? Ricky the Steamboat. Oh wow, he's still around. Oh wow, that's amazing. Brutus Beefcake.
I'm talking about just the main event participants.
So Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, and Roddy Piper defeated. Oh, Paul. Yeah, okay. He actually didn't die too long ago. But yeah, I mean, I vaguely remember watching this. I don't know where I watched it though. I think I rented it from the VHS. Like
Same. I rented.
Yeah.
Like WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5, and then after that, I was kind of done.
Greg Valentine's still around? He's still alive. Wow. Really? Wow, that's amazing. All these guys that I just thought were dead are still alive. Like Brutus the Beefcake. He's still alive.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's still around.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan's still alive.
So Iron Sheik died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Nikolai Volkov, he died in 2018. Who else? Who the hell are the U.S. Express? Barry Windham with Lou. Is Lou Albino? Oh, he's gone. Albino's been dead for a while. Andre the Giant, of course. But what about Big Jim Stud? Died at 95, the age of 47. Big Jim Stud. What did he die of? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
In the fall of 93, Big Jim Stud noticed a lump in his armpit, and the doctor found a large tumor in his chest. Oh, God. He had chemotherapy, put it into remission, and then he needed to have a bone marrow donation. That worked. The tumor went away again. But then about a year later, it had returned in a big way. And, oh, man. Oh, that's so sad. And, of course, I noticed that Junkyard Dog is here, which he did not. He died a while ago, but
yeah,
he drove into a tree. I was always sad about that one. Actually, they had oh my Lord, they had women wrestlers too.
Oh,
that
good.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? Scary Sherry? They also had little person wrestlers for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan tag team match with Muhammad Ali and Pat Patterson as guest referees. Muhammad Ali as a guest referee at a wrestling event.
Why not?
I kind of remember that actually.
Did you see the somewhat recent Vince McMahon documentary?
No, I have not.
It's interesting. I enjoyed it very much. It's very true to the man, I think.
Is it?
Well, yeah.
Does that paint him like in a bad way or a good way?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about the Mr. McMahon thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I've
gonna
been
have to
wanting to
check
watch
that out.
that.
Honestly,
It's on
I have
Netflix.
not been into wrestling since probably like 1989 or 90, but yeah, maybe I'll check that out.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's always been sort of interesting because it's one of those sort of folk crafts that became this sort of bizarrely international entertainment conglomerate phenomena, and then kind of disappeared, and then I don't know. Now it seems to be coming back, but in this sort of like wonderment that it existed at all. You know what I mean? um, but yeah, I mean, I remember Stampede Wrestling, and being in Calgary right now, I can speak to the fact that this is a town where wrestling was a big business, and it there's something kind of magical about actually going to community hall level of wrestling with the characters and all of the over the top stuff, but done at a community hall level. It's pretty cool.
One of my earliest memories was sitting with my grandfather, and he used to watch. I would assume it was Stampede Wrestling.
Yeah, probably so.
And he watched that. I think it was every Saturday, and I would sit there, and it's like, these are pretty much nobodies that are wrestling. They're just up and comers, and like they got the seats around the ring, and they're half full. But it was so fun to watch. It's more like the memories of being with my grandfather than the wrestling itself.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember there was one wrestler who supposedly had no neck, and I don't remember what his name was or anything like that. But that was the thing, is apparently he had no neck.
I have a vague memory of that. I couldn't tell you what it is though.
My grandfather always used to laugh and
know.
goes, "This guy's got no neck."
No Neck Joe.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it was No Neck Joe.
I kind of want to know who it was now. Wrestler with
You know what? I tried Googling it and I didn't come up with anything.
Did Chris Benoit break somebody's neck? No. American Professional? No, he's got a neck.
This
I don't know. People that got paralyzed, but it's terrible. Oh, wait. Fenric or Frernik Hulaban, the man with no neck, without a neck, was a European wrestler, and he did campaign in the U.S. What a weird rabbit hole. Dick the Bruiser, the world's most dangerous wrestler, apparently had a very small neck.
What year was the first guy?
I'm trying to find.
This would probably be in like the late 70s, I would think.
So Fenric Hulaban. Just gonna see if I can find something on him aside from this one photo. ENC. Okay, so he was an amateur wrestler, Hungarian. Here we go. Does this website still exist? Okay, this is something called Wrestling Data. I don't know how reliable this is, but let's check
Sounds
this
like a
out.
Star Trek episode.
Is actually. So, I mean, I guess, I mean, it looks like he has a neck, but I guess he's the guy that's apparently got no neck.
Well, what does it say? Date of death,
He
1945.
died in 45.
Yeah, I
So-
don't think that's him.
Mm.
Well, I mean, this is that dude, but I don't know if this is the. So this is somebody that would have wrestled when? Sorry, let me ask that.
Probably in the late 70s in Calgary in Stampede Wrestling.
There's a down.
No neck nickname. The no neck nickname in Stampede Wrestling refers to Brian Pillman. He was known for his muscular build and a short neck, leading to his moniker. While not officially part of his wrestling things, so
Maybe that's him.
here we go. So Brian Pillman
That looks way too.
died in 97. He's got a neck. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
He was a football player. Played for the Stampeders. That's cool. But apparently, yeah. Apparently, this is the. Let's see if there's anything in this article about his neck. Pillman won grab commentator by he knew a neck problem. Oh, that's okay. Nope. Who knows?
Who knows? Not important.
Anyway, there you go. See, he does look like he has a neck, but apparently, he because of his muscles, he apparently didn't. Yeah,
Cool.
that's too bad. But yeah, there you go. That's the. Oh my lord, who's that? Oh god, oh yikes! There's a photo gallery of Stampede wrestlers. The Stomper. Bizarre. Anyway, enough of that crap. So that's all I got, boys. It's just been a long day for me, and I've drank my beer. I'm out of beer. I drank my Guinness.
Same.
All right. Well,
On that note,
we will return later, and I will not be dry in.
It won't be dry. Yes, it's true.
So I will likely be drinking something much more exciting than cola.
Tune in next week when Locke will have Vaseline. He's not dry.
I'm nervous now. All right, boys and girls. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for taking a few hits at us in the chat, which is awesome. And we'll see you next time. And yeah, don't forget to drink good beer, because if you don't, we will laugh at you. Goodbye, everybody.